Oh, wait a minute, Mary Jo's got something here. Turn it off.
Waiting for the exact one.
Okay. The Belleville Area District Library Board meeting will please come to order. We will begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our secretary, Alma Hughes Rose, won't be joining us tonight. She's due to illness. So, Maria, did you do this last time? And would you like to do, would you be so kind as to call the roll again?
Absolutely. Chakevitz,
Here.
Fleming,
Excused,
Hughes Grubbs,
excused,
Jackson Smith is here. Peters,
here.
Priest,
Here.
Studemeyer.
Excused.
That concludes the roll.
And now we're on item 3 of our agenda. We do have a quorum and we can conduct our business. And the issue before us now is approval of our agenda. We all have our agendas before us. They were distributed in advance. And I'm hoping that every member of the public has one. You want to pack it there? If you do, they're back in the back there. See what we're doing.
Madam Chair, I make a motion to approve the agenda.
It's been moved by Priest
Second.
and supported by Jackson Smith that the agenda be approved as written. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed by saying no. The ayes have it with no dissenting votes. And now we have another approval of minutes. And the minutes were also distributed in advance. And it's appropriate for us to have a motion to accept them.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
It has been moved by Chehevitz and supported by Jackson Smith that our minutes be approved as read. It's an appropriate time to make comments. I had decided I needed to up my chair comments because they sound a little dry. But now I got the rest of the meeting to think of something to say that.
You've got 2 months worth of thinking now.
I know, I should come up with something. We'll see. Are there any real comments or corrections to the minutes that we want to talk about before we vote? Seeing or hearing none, all those in favor of approval of the minutes, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All those opposed by saying no. The minutes are approved with no dissenting votes. And we are at the time for public comments. We have a new constellation of public because Rosemary, I don't know if have all of you read the Independent lately. Rosemary Otzman has retired from the Independent and Paul Henning is here. He is the new editor of the Independent. And no stranger to the library.
Congratulations.
But a stranger, not in this building, you haven't been to a library board meeting in this
Not
building?
a
have
board meeting, but I visited the library.
you? Yeah, well. They were planning the library when Paul was on the board. Paul was on the board years ago. Took a lot of,
Very first board.
took a lot of planning. Well, welcome, Paul. Do you have any
Thank you.
comments you want to make?
No,
All righty. I do believe we have some public comments. We have a couple of our staff members who are here, Hillary and Lindsay, and we welcome you all. And Hannah is here. Got your name right, Hannah? You can give your full name and give us your presentation
For sure.
and maybe introduce your guest.
So my name is Hannah and this is Leela. So I am a board member for Guiding Harbor, which is a local foster care agency in Belleville. I've been on the board for about a year now, and I'm also a foster parent. So once a year we do a fundraiser for Guiding Harbor. It's gonna be occurring November 8th at 6 o'clock at the Diamondback. So I'm just trying to let the public know, because it was my goal being on the board to get as much public involvement as possible. We've been here since 1958. Most people know Girls Town, super common. We since changed our name to Guiding Harbor, and we provide an assortment of services such as adoption, licensing for foster care, obviously, foster care case management, independent living, which is for those kids, I believe 16 to 20, who are most likely going to age out of foster care, gives them an opportunity to learn some skills and live in kind of a group home setting. We also have Girls Town, which I believe seats 9 or 7 girls. They live at the home, go to school locally, are part of the community. They most likely go to the library too. So that's Guiding Harbor. And I'm just letting people know again about our annual auction at the Diamondback this year, November 8th at 6 o'clock. And tickets are on sale now. Free food, free drinks, free entertainment, and of course, the opportunity to spend lots of money for those foster care youth that we serve. So I have a couple of brochures as well as event stuff that I'll leave over at the counter for you guys.
So you can pass them, you can.
For sure, yeah.
Hand them to
So
Linda and let us
these are
pass
just-
them around.
these are just stickers and some other
And then we'll
information.
leave the extra ones on the table.
Yeah, for sure. And I work at the township, so if anybody ever has business, I'm there hanging out, so we can talk foster care or whatever.
Anna, what's your last name?
Rodriguez.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. And I promised Leela that we would go to pick out library books. So-
Oh, well, Leland, and go down to the, do you go to the kids' room downstairs?
We just got the library card, so.
That's, you're gonna have a lot of fun.
The big
Enjoy
deal.
yourself.
Yes.
Have fun.
September is library card sign up month, so that.
You did it.
And we're excited for the kitten cafe as well. That's our
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Still there?
Mhm. When we
Look for tortellini.
yeah, when we came last, he was on vacation for Labor Day. So.
Oh.
Alrighty, but thank you guys for your time.
You're close my.
You ready? Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, bye, Lena. Enjoy yourself downstairs. I'd rather be down there too. Good. Then, no other public comment, no other public. Then we will move on to item 6, which is our biggest item for today. Unfortunately, we have to do it without our treasurer because it has to do with our millage and our finances. But our trustee director and our other finance committee member, Joy, will enlighten us. And with that, Mary Jo, will you tell us what we need?
Before we start this, we've got 3 resolutions. Each of them are going to require a roll call vote. And I think we need an acting secretary for today because they have to sign a form.
And we have to do, oh, you just said a roll call vote.
Yeah.
People are gonna have to help me because I always forget to make the roll call vote. So the acting secretary has to call the roll over and over again.
Yeah.
I would like to, well, does anybody want to volunteer? Maria?
I've never done it before. I don't.
It's easy.
It's-
We'll walk you through it.
It's just.
I'll volunteer.
Okay.
It's basically.
She was
you know,
volunteer.
You're voluntold. You're getting.
Volunteer, yeah.
You are
Eventually.
You are voluntold on this.
Okay, do you want me to run through this? Or do you wanna run through it?
You can run through it.
Okay, we have three resolutions. The first two, resolution number 1 and 2, deal with our library's operating millage. The first resolution is a renewal of the millage that was placed on the ballot. First placed on the ballot, initially in 2010. An update to it was placed on the ballot in 2022, and so that's the one that that the voters approved that we are voting to levy. And that one is, been rolled back a little bit by Headley this year, and that millage is for 0.685.
Okay. 0.685. And it goes till
Started out as
2036.
0.7.
It started out as 0.7, yeah. And then, yeah, so anyway, but basically this resolution is asking to put this on the winter tax bill.
Okay. So there are three separate resolutions in your packet.
So
And
then
we have to vote them all
Yeah.
Separately, and this
We have an
one
overview
is.
of the three.
Sure, I'll keep going, okay. The second one is the other operating millage that was approved by our community in November 2016 for the operation of the new, our new library. And it was initially approved for 0.75 mils. That has also been rolled back by Headley to 0.7304. And then the third resolution deals with our, the debt levy in order to pay off the bond for the new library. And that also was approved by the voters in 2016. The levy for that is for this year is 0.46. That is down a little bit from last year. Last year, I think it was 0.48. We approved that based on what the tax base supports. And so in theory, if all goes well, that should just go down a little bit every year. Okay. As the tax base goes up.
So Maria, when public finance, they separate out the operating, the amount of money it takes for you to run your business and employ your staff and all that. They separate that out from bonds, which the bond was what we did for the money to build the building, and we have to pay that back, so.
Got second operating was to pay for the additional staff, additional utilities, all
when-
those things.
We did the new library, we knew that we would have to have a lot more
Wow.
operating than we had to run the little library that was back there.
Okay.
At the end of it. So that's why we have three things, or after, but they all do expire at the same, no, they don't.
Yeah.
Two of them expire, at
They'll
the
expire.
operating,
expire.
both of the operating. No,
Yes.
the debt service says it expires, oh, I'm sorry. I can't see anymore. For some reason, that 6 looked like an 8 on that. Yeah, so all three of them do expire at the same time. I thought they did.
So 2035 will be a big year.
Yeah, which I'll be so old by then and. So bad. Perhaps it won't
It's only
be.
10 years.
Yeah, well.
That feels so much longer.
Oh,
You're
it
right,
is.
that is only 10 years,
It's
yeah.
only- Yeah, it's still good enough.
Wow.
Yeah,
By the fireplace reading the book.
yeah. I'll be coming to the kitten shows. and things. Okay, there very well could be questions that people might have before we vote on this, before we even take up the votes. And especially Maria, Joy and I certainly sat through the whole darn thing, and Linda has been at this for a while, but if you have any questions.
No, I
Good time
don't.
for it.
No, I don't have the question.
This is pretty perfunctory. We had to do it. I always love it when Tanya is here because
Yeah.
when she explains public finance, it sounds like, I don't know, it just sounds so nice. But Mary Jo, you did a good job.
That's why we love having our director. She's got it all.
where it makes sense to you.
Yeah.
You can trust that she feels great.
So our director has reminded me, and always has to remind me many times, these all have to be, she already said it, we have to be voted separately, and it has to be a roll call vote. And does the roll call vote have to be reported in some certain way?
Well, it's just. If you entertain a motion and someone can approve the motion and then we can call.
And then we can call.
Call them it.
Well, we have to have, yeah.
Right.
We can entertain a motion, and it would be likely that we should go through these in the order that they were presented. So there's levy number 1, levy number 2, and levy number 3. We could entertain a motion on levy number 1.
I make a motion that we approve levy number 1, resolution number 2025-01. And we do not have to read it, right?
No.
Yeah,
There is a properly made motion
Madam Chair, I second that motion.
and is properly made support. It's been moved by Chehevitz and supported by Priest that levy number 1, resolution 2025-01 be approved. All those in favor?
This is.
Oh,
Okay, this is
every
where-
time I do that, every time I do
I
that,
think you have this, yeah.
So-
Okay.
you have to,
All members or just those groups?
do
all and we'll just comment.
Okay.
On the ones we accept.
Okay. Fleming,
Absent.
absent, Chakavitz,
yes.
Hughes Grubs,
Absent.
Jackson Smith, yes. Peters,
yes.
Priest,
Yes.
and Studemeyer,
Absent. Now we have taken care of that bit of business. Now we have levy number 2, and we can entertain a motion on that.
I make a motion that we resolve to levy our resolution number 2025-02 for tax levy number 2 at 0.7318.
It has been properly moved and
second,
moved by Chehevitz, supported by Jackson Smith, that we approve resolution 2025-02.
now for the vote, Chakavitz,
Yes.
Fleming is absent. Hughes Grubs is absent. Jackson Smith votes yes. Peters,
Yes.
Priest,
Yes.
and Studemeyer is absent.
Good. So we have taken care of that bit of business. And now we move to levy number 3, and we will entertain a motion.
Madam Chair, I make a motion to approve tax levy number 3, resolution number 2025-03.
And I'll second that motion.
It has been moved by Chehevitz and supported by Priest that we approve resolution 2025-03.
For the vote, Chakavitz,
Yes.
Fleming is absent. Hughes Grubs is absent. Jackson Smith votes yes. Peters,
Yes.
Priest,
Yes.
Studemeyer is absent.
Well, good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Before we move to the other bit of business, well, wait a minute, my, in my packet, my director's report was went early, but there's only one director, right? You didn't do one, I think last month.
No,
Yeah.
it just kind of.
It was just in the wrong
Yeah.
order. Okay. So now, having taken care of, that's really the major, it's important business. The hardest part of it was when we had to go to the ballot for both of all of this, but in order to keep it going right and keep our money flowing right, we have to do this annually, and we've done it correctly. So that's our big business tonight. But our other area where we need our quorum's approval, and it is on our item number 8. Oh, well, I don't know why do you all want to do this now? We can do this now and then do our committee reports, because I don't think our committee reports are going to take us much time.
No.
Okay, so I've moved ahead to item number 8, accounts payable, so we can get all our business done all at one time. And our accounts payable is very long because it's 2 months worth of accounts payable. But it's basically the stuff we usually pay our money out on.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we approve accounts payable.
It's been moved by Shehevitz. Second. And supported by Jackson Smith, that we approve our accounts payable. And I think this is kind of par for the course for 2 months worth of expenditures. A lot of program payments, which is all
Operating program, yeah.
yeah, a lot of things, because we had a lot of people in for the summer reading program and stuff like that, which those are much more interesting payments than our dumpster service. The dumpster service is here as well.
Have you had the mahjong yet?
Mhm.
I missed it.
Keep up with everything.
I really wanted to go to that and I didn't put it on my calendar. That was my problem.
That's the,
You'll have another chance.
What?
You'll have another.
Good. When will it be? Do you know?
I got flyers up here.
Oh,
And I think there's some in your package.
Oh,
yeah, and there's something in the is that in the elevator? Is there anyway, there's a couple of flyers. Well,
I have a question. Is the overdrive, 3,000 for overdrive, is that a 1 month? If I just not noticed it? Or is that for the year? I'm sure that can't be for the year.
That's, Amy pays a deposit, which is running low on the Advantage.
Oh,
The
okay.
overdrive, so it's every few months and it varies.
Okay.
How much the patient has spent. So.
How much does overdrive cost us, do you know? Right there.
Oh. It's per Advantage,
I think it was
About
10,000 for the base
I
pay.
think Advantage is 12 and what we pay for the TLN overdrive is also 12, so,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I'm trying to get my grandkids are now library members and using
Overdrive.
both, well, it depends on the book, but both. Or now I don't have it on their phones.
And overdrive is one of the electronic services, right?
It's got movies, downloadable audio, hundreds of magazines, and downloadable books. Of course, can't forget the books, but yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's always
Huge.
that's a great benefit of having a librarian as a board member here, because between Joy and Mary Jo, we really have a great, this board benefits.
and as a grandmother.
Yes. Grandmother, for sure, grandma.
I gotta step up my game now.
Yeah.
Well, yours is still little. Yours is a little bit one. Yeah, so well. You'll get there.
Yeah.
So the base overdrive that we get is, through our consortium. And it's basically we put all our money in a pot and then that whole database benefits all of us. The advantage, portion that you see on this bill, those are items that we specifically are buying for our patrons. And then we can opt to say that other libraries can borrow those as well.
Oh, I didn't know you could do
Okay.
that.
It helps us deal with holds. Cause the holds list get very, very long, and so it's a way for us to. Help ease the hold list a little bit.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you listen to books, there's no easy way to listen. No easier way to listen than on your phone. You're a book listener.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So you learn a whole lot of things. Dan isn't here today. Dan of our board, I think he uses all these things more than the rest of us do. He always, yeah, he always comments on a lot,
Oh.
you know, and I always
Ask.
ask, cause they have such strange names, overdrive and, you know, you wouldn't know what they are, so I always have to ask what it is we're paying for. It's these electronic services, which libraries are very different than they were when I was coming up.
Absolutely.
It's not just a bunch of paper. Well, we do have a motion on the table. And do we have any other questions? The questions on these, I really have found, you know, it always seems like that the accounts payable is pretty dry, but the questions that come up about accounts payable tend to teach you a lot of things about how libraries operate. So if there's any other,
Oh, we will, I can second it.
you already
Did you already motion?
Yeah.
She already moved and I think she's.
Okay.
So it's properly moved and properly moved and properly seconded, and this is one that we can do by a voice vote.
Okay.
So we will move to the vote. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed by saying no. The accounts payable are approved with no dissenting votes. Now, I will go back to our committee reports, which have been kind of thin lately, but that's a good thing because Lord knows we had long reports over time. But A is the building committee. And Ms. Chevitz?
I don't have anything except for what's already in, I mean,
In the,
Mary Jo's already put in her board cap.
we can talk about that with Mary Jo's report, I suppose. And we have not had a meeting of the building committee. And the building committee did a lot of work in the past. And now, yeah, it is kind of weird to come here and not have big building committee reports, because that used to take up the whole meeting. Bylaws.
No report?
No report. Finance, our treasurer is not here, and we took care of keeping our finances straight, and there's no report. Outreach.
No report as of now.
Okay. And personnel.
No report at this time.
And policy, our policy committee chair is not here, and there's no report for that. And nor is we don't have anything new, I don't think, on our art committee. Our art committee chair, Michelle Montour, is not here. The art stuff is things that we all comment on quite a bit. Is there any? Yeah, there's different,
Isn't it the pencil drawings?
do you know the artist's name? That's okay.
She was still up last.
We said it last, oh, it's in the minutes.
Liz Dobbs.
Liz Dobbs, right here in front of my face. Yep. I noticed that our deputy director is wearing a work of art. She's wearing one of our staff member I thought that was great. I thought our staff member art show was wonderful, and our staff is very, very talented. And Hillary has a lovely piece that she made.
Oh,
The best.
That's her best.
Oh.
It was in the
And the
art
lines
show.
are straight.
It was
We had a lot of
hard
comments
show.
on that.
So you didn't know you're gonna get worked into the meeting, did you? You're part of the agenda. Okay, so much for the fun. I don't think there's anything more we have to do about those other than we went through them, so people know we have committees. And Lord knows we had long reports from all those committees in the past. Now is the fun part. The director's report. I will call on Mary Jo.
Okay, well, we will start with the building report. We have been pursuing with, the library's landscape architect. Went out to get some bids for, replacing the, boxwoods that died along the parking lot area there.
From Charles.
He requested quotes from 4 companies and received 2 replies back, so those are currently underway. Trying to get that hired, it will be under $10,000.
Black
Could not-
chokeberries are.
It's gonna
not good.
replace them with black chokeberry, which is I think will be a good native plant and more
Bees will
hardy.
like
The bees will like them.
blossoms,
I think we can actually.
The birds like the
harvest the
berries.
berries if we can get them before the birds do.
I have, is it Aronia sambucus? Do you remember that?
I don't remember. I have to go
Okay.
back to that one.
You make jelly or something?
It's, you can make jelly, and they're very astringent, they're not good to eat right off the bush, but, they're very high in antioxidant, a million things.
Yeah.
They're good.
Anyway, I'm actually kind of excited about them.
And I
They'll
can,
have a higher salt tolerance too. We could not determine from the soil test if salt was the culprit or not. There was a fungus that was going around too that was killing a whole bunch of waxwoods, so, but, you know.
well, I do commend Joy and Mary Jo because after our last meeting, I saw them walk out there to go and inspect the boxwood, the dead boxwood. We give executive level attention.
It looks better out there now because all the little dead leaves have blown away, so it's not quite as obvious that we have a problem,
I
so.
think the American Bloom guy said he thought.
He thought it was a
Too.
fungus.
Yeah, it's been going around the country.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
So, yeah.
so anyway, so I think the chokeberry would be more resilient, than that, so.
and they're under $10,000, the amount to. How many of them we're gonna buy? The chokeberry?
Or a lot of them.
Yeah, I can't remember now. If there were not, so.
We're replacing all of them or just the dead?
I think just the dead ones in that area.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Also working with the landscape architect on, language for a request for proposal. We'll probably try to work on this for spring. Just kind of lacking things down in a little bit more detail on some of our landscaping needs throughout the year. And make it just be a little bit more robust, so probably be sending those out.
What do the landscape people do with our bioswale? Do they clear it out or just
Yeah, they
leave it?
trim things out and weed, they usually cut things down in the late later in the spring. We keep everything over the winter, so that's
To protect.
Do they
all
do
of the-
anything up at, vegetative roof?
No, we do that, yeah.
You guys actually go out there and.
We don't have
pull
to do a whole,
trees?
we don't have to do a whole lot, but every once in a while, we have to pull a weed out there.
Yeah,
Is Jason one?
Jason goes out there and does it.
And he uses the little
Safety harness.
harness
Yeah.
that for some reason, when we were building the building that. I just couldn't imagine that whole thing, the idea of getting out there, but it's been working, he's been doing it and it hasn't come up.
sure, it doesn't happen often, but trees get seeded in there and you don't want trees.
No,
And he has to go out at one of these.
it's called
Has
the
to go
window
out
in this
this
room
window.
or the window in the team's room.
One of these days, maybe I'll be here and see him go.
Somebody needs to film and say, this is what.
Yeah.
So there were no professional annual maintenance services before now?
There was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we wanna enhance what we're doing, yeah.
We're just updating,
Okay.
you know, making sure we're on target.
We have more, I mean, everything's growing, it's been 5 years and
Yeah.
everything's growing and there are some trees that, need some branches trimmed out and things like that, so. Speaking of trees, I do have bad news. It's probably the happiest tree we had on the entire property. Had to be cut down, but it was in near the alley where the, utility lines are for DTE, and it was interfering with those lines. so,
DTE took another wonderful tree.
Yeah,
Is it because of the building they're doing over there, fixing up?
no, it's
City Hall?
just starting to grow into those wires, yeah.
Gee,
And rather than, I talked with Steve Jones at the city about it, and I opted to have it cut down rather than having some kind of bizarre bonsai tree.
Yeah.
Which there are some like that in the
There's a
city.
whole-
Yeah, you see them all down
Yeah.
when you go down
Mural.
West Huron
Mhm.
Drive on. the way
Franken
to-
trees.
They're like,
Oh,
oh, big.
they look silly. It looks.
Where you'll have these ones that go like that, they only have one,
Branch,
Branch,
yeah,
yeah.
it's a second one.
They're like-
That's too bad.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that is too bad.
The vape detectors have been installed and are functional, and we're working through them, that last
They've
week
been
was
set off?
the last week, this week, yes. We've
already-
Has it been married?
So-
Does anyone have to be put out or, you know?
We've already
Yes,
detected.
we've detected and, just kind of introduced everybody to the idea that this is a thing, so we're kicking people out for the day at this point.
Mhm.
Have you had any more than the one day? Have you had more instances than the 2 times on the first day that?
Oh,
we
yeah.
had? Oh, really?
Yeah.
People have done it multiple times.
No,
Oh, that's
Not
good.
the
Now,
same
especially now that they know,
yeah, it's different
they can
people.
figure a way to
It's
get
different,
around
but it's
it.
not- Yeah.
But
So
It's
it's
not
with the
that big a deal to
beginning,
walk
it's with the
outside.
beginning of school.
It's beginning of school. yeah.
That they've started detecting the vapors.
I can honestly say we did not have any today, so. So we're, I don't know where to.
Oh, there we go.
I mean, and my goal for this is for it to be a deterrent.
Yeah.
You know, we don't really, our goal is not to be the vape police per se, but we
Not
just
to be throwing
need it,
people out.
need it to.
And that's just in the
Summer.
bathrooms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not supposed to vape anywhere in the building, but
Right.
those were the problem areas.
That was where they were doing
Let's see, we have one outgoing staff member, library assistant Trinity Campbell.
it. Oh, Tiana?
She had, gotten full-time employment. She graduated from college last,
Mhm.
April, yeah,
Mhm.
so
Is she gone?
she's gone.
Gone? I thought I
Yeah.
just saw her.
Trinity?
She must have recently gone.
Anyhow,
to
we
Tiana.
wish her well and her.
Does she have a sister? It's,
That's Tatiana.
huh?
I'm thinking of
Tatiana.
Tatiana.
Oh, yeah, there.
Tatiana.
Trinity, yeah. So, we wish her.
Oh,
well.
I
She's
see,
a-
I
yeah.
see what you're saying. Incoming is Tatiana. I
Yeah.
was reading all.
Yeah.
her. Okay.
So, incoming circulation clerk Tatiana LeBron is starting with us. And then I wanted, I'm glad Hillary's here tonight, because I wanted to give her a shout out. She's going to be the, starting in October, the chair-elect of the Shared Automation System Users Group for the library network. Yeah. So she will be chair-elect this coming year and then chair the following year, so. She's been involved in this group for a good number of years now. And has been on the executive committee, has been the secretary for, I think, both the executive committee and the shared system users group, so she brings a lot of experience to this role, and we really appreciate her representing us, on this, in this group. This group is responsible for, just making sure everything runs smoothly between 50 different libraries, and sometimes that's easier said than done. Librarians in general are very collaborative and cooperative, but things do come up where you
You're
have
also
a.
cats.
It's like herding cats, yeah. Where you have to, come up with some good policies and decisions. So our hand is off to you.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Or maybe condolences.
So, that brings me to my next point about the shared system. We have currently been under contract for, we were initially under contract for 5 years with our current shared system vendor. That got extended for another 2 years. So that our group could decide whether or not to, renew that contract or start to go out for requests for proposals for another system. So we're at that point now. There's a directors meeting next week where we will be deciding what the future holds. There aren't that many companies that can handle a cooperative of our size, so that really kind of limits the pool of vendors, so. I don't know if you have anything you wanna weigh in on with this.
So this will be when you're the chair?
But potentially.
It is not straightforward this time. It was straightforward last time about whether or not we wanted to go out for an RFP, and it is not as straightforward this time. Because the system we have has a lot of really good points, and some constraints. And it's not even a question necessarily of, do we want to put out an RFP for a new system? Or can we tweak our current system using third-party software, for example? So there's a lot, that's gonna be a long meeting, I think.
Is it
So-
the thought that this meeting that's upcoming of library directors will resolve it, or is it, resolve whether or not this is gonna happen, or is it something that you envision will go on and on and on?
I hope it will resolve it, but I
Mhm.
really can't predict that.
Okay, so
Um,
I have a question. You said what's this ILS deal? Is there, explain that to me a little bit more.
Back in the day, and I still call it,
Because there
that
is
was what I grew up with, was a shared automation system, but they've changed the name of it over the years to integrated library system.
Oh, so
It's
that
basically your
is
computer
not the
system.
Institute of Library
No.
Services.
No,
Which
Yeah.
that's where I
Yeah.
was, I said, well, what does that have
Okay.
to do with that?
that's your
Okay.
catalog.
Yeah, it's the cataloging system. It's how we are able to check out the books for
Oh.
people. It's our shared patron database,
Oh, okay.
so.
There's a lot to
A lot
know.
of library
Run a
commissioners.
library.
Yeah.
You have to be able to talk libraries.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Programming, before we start jumping into fall programming, which we have done with both feet, I just want to give some kudos for all of our summer reading programs. And a lot of librarians and staff who worked very hard on those programs. So our, the summer program for the kids. We had a very successful comic fest August 2nd. Made a lot of young comic book artists very happy that day. So they're very engaged in all of this, and it was a good program. We also had a chess tournament this summer that Gwen ran, and did a really good job. I think we had about 17 people in attendance for that. And these kids were really, really into it, and it was just a lot of fun to see that. They brought their they brought their parents and families were sitting watching, and so it was a good program. So it's the first time we've ever done this. So I thank my staff for all of that. Mahjong, we had a Mahjong class last Saturday. It was very well attended too. I think about 7, again, quite similar to chess. We had about 17 people in attendance. We are doing, based upon that, we're doing, what's it called, Mahjong meetup?
Do you have mahjong sets here?
I'm not really sure. I haven't checked in with Rachel about that, but
I believe they bought some stuff.
but I'm pretty sure they did, yeah.
So on various, do you know what Fridays?
No, but I can look at this.
Every Friday.
Is it every Friday? Okay, yeah.
And I have.
They're dedicated.
And I think she'll double check the time for that, but, so anybody who's interested can come play Mahjong.
Mhm. And then we have a big deal on
Big deal
Saturday.
this Saturday. We've got our, open house at the media center. Gonna be from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you haven't been there yet, it'll be a good time to go visit.
With the Raptors.
So, one of the big features at 1 o'clock is Michigan Birds of Prey. So we're gonna have them outside. But, you know, all day we're gonna have snacks and activities and crafts, so I'm hoping that anyone who's interested can come on Saturday.
This sounds very interesting. Plus, yeah, it would be good. We have new members to the board. And I don't know when Dan's coming back. But I imagine might be some members of this board who haven't been to the Sumter Media Center. Have you ever been there before?
No, I haven't.
This might be
So if you're free,
interesting.
come on.
Yeah, I have competing interests.
Getting things.
Yeah.
Here's the hot difference.
Yeah.
She's a busy girl.
This would be nice.
Mhm.
We're crammed Saturday and Sunday though.
Well, one of these days, and it might be and fall is a nice time to drive down to
Mhm.
Sumter. It's
Yeah, no, it is.
so pretty and when it starts, so, yeah, I think it would be a good idea for all of us to just think about stopping by there. Of course, Joy, it's her home community and I don't know, do you get by there very
No, I
often?
have not been there Ricky's been there more often than me.
So this Thursday, if you're not doing anything, we're starting our classic movie series again, so kicking it off with the Marx Brothers, Duck Soup. This series this fall is going to be comedies, classic comedies, so
Okay.
looking forward to that, so
Chico.
September 11th at 6:30. Should be lots of fun.
Guy's really great that runs it, so.
He's really good, John Monahan was
It's very fun to
former
go
Free Press
to.
film critic, and he's really interesting, he's got
And
some.
there are people in the audience, there's so
Yeah.
many people who know so much about these movies.
Yeah.
Learn a lot. Yeah.
I guess classic movie, there are people that are classic movie people.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is interesting, I went to, they talk about when it's a
Michigan
movie
Food
was
and
being
Drink.
made.
Yeah.
Now, I wanna know
And gross
when
pickles.
highest to lowest gets to be a classic movie, and they have a thing where you can talk about how that movie got made.
Highest to lowest?
Highest to lowest, it's a Spike Lee movie that's
Oh,
out now.
okay.
It's really,
Oh, it's out now.
it's gonna take a while.
For it to be classic.
It'll be.
He has you look for things in the movie while you're watching it, because he has special knowledge of stuff.
Yeah,
Really pay attention. and-
people that are real movie hounds, yeah, there's all these, I remember him doing that.
And as always, we'll have fresh popcorn on hand, so. Yeah, September 25th, classic Michigan Food and Drink. So
That was a good book.
50 burners, Velvet peanut butter, Kellogg's, so that should be an interesting program.
Well-
We are working with the DIA, having a program Saturday, September 27th at 2:00. This is an intro program, DIA The Essentials, and Wilson is coming to talk to us, so looking forward to in this program to see what they have to say.
I can make more copies.
Okay, so what time is the Mahjong
The
meeting?
Mahjong meeting is from 11 to 1.
There we go.
And it's from September to December.
New memberships
I
that.
couldn't find the flyer, so I just printed.
Yeah,
it
new
out.
library card.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants a library card, we'll give them a card that day.
Okay,
Yeah,
got it, okay.
And if anybody wants a copy of that, I can make copies. It's just the printer's.
And you didn't comment on the Mary Jo Suchi Memorial Program.
I'm not dead yet. Looking for the memorial program.
Oh. Sorry, I don't know.
Back to
Oh, sorry, you tell me, September 20th, there's her honor, in honor of Mary Jo
There we go.
Suchi.
It's fun.
On September 20th, there's a special program. Fall Kitten Cafe. Who
Cafe.
made this little thing? I wonder how how much cooing and eyeing they
Yeah.
did over the pictures.
See, but your kittens aren't kittens anymore.
My kittens are not kittens anymore, so I have to come to the kitten cafe if I wanna experience
Then
the.
you'll be having even more
Kittens.
cats.
No, 3 is good. yeah.
Open some more?
No, 3,
No.
3 and out, that's it, yeah. So, but this is always a good program. This is, I think, the 3rd time.
I don't know if any of those kittens start following her around. We'll see what happens.
So,
But it is somewhere they're planning for people to be able to set up adoptions by going to this and
Speaking of adoptions, how's Tortellini doing?
Portland is doing very well.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're quite spoiled.
Still spoiling for Henry?
Are you, are you interested in adopting?
Can't say what I wanted to say. No. So are you still massaging Tortellini and?
Oh, he's got his head pets.
Oh my
He
goodness.
leans into him now like a cat.
So
Oh,
Tortellini is it verified he?
Oh, we don't know yet.
So you still don't know?
Yeah, I
Okay.
Changed, yeah.
Yeah.
you're
Oh, there's
spoiling the
nothing.
turd.
Oh, he is a spoiled baby, yes. So much so that Karen and I have decided that if any time a decision is made that he needs to go back to the rescue place, he will be coming home with one of us.
Oh.
Because we can't let him go back and get made fun of because they are very, very spoiled.
Paul, have you been keeping up with Tortellini? Rosemary did a wonderful job.
Yeah, I just know the issue where she had, him on the front.
Front page news.
Or for her.
Him or her, yes,
Yeah.
the baby.
Front page news. It's been the biggest thing in library work.
So, and I gave you a couple of articles to read,
Yeah,
I
I
thought the
thought
one
this-
from, this was really good, the one from Fast Company,
Yeah, I thought that was quite interesting.
written by, I think, a business writer, basically extolling the virtues of libraries. It's a
Extolling the
model,
virtue.
a model that libraries are not businesses, but they offer a model that many companies would do well to study.
Creativity and community and several kinds of ways that people can do in libraries. It would be really interesting to think if any businesses actually, well, they do give examples in here of businesses.
Patagonia.
Yeah,
There's
Yeah.
a book now about the founder of Patagonia. I just heard it today on TV. It's a new book. Why is the way he treats his employees should be how everybody does.
well, it would make for more interesting workplaces. There's a lot of workplaces that are really kind of dud ways of doing things, but so come learn how to do things in the library. Well, as usual, our director's report was very interesting. Any questions of our director? What have you been doing with your time?
On vacation. I went and looked, stared at waves for a week.
Yeah,
Was it good?
Yes.
Yeah.
and
I like
even,
Michigan.
even with going on vacation for a week, she has all these things for us. She can tell us about them all. So that was good, and we did have a little hiatus for all of us, a little vacation in August. So it is now time for all of us to talk about whatever we want to talk
I do want to say,
about.
and
Linda.
I'll go first,
Hmm.
if you don't mind. That Burners now has a Boston cooler in Burners.
Oh,
that my
do-
husband had to buy. Liz, why did you get this?
Is it,
You know how many calories this is?
is it like
Burners
milky?
with ice cream.
Yeah.
It's
It's probably
milk?
not ice cream, but it tastes like a Boston cooler, and it really did. So
Wow.
I don't know if it's limited or
Is it
what,
in the
but
free, so is it in the
it's,
hot?
yeah. And I don't know where he got it, somewhere around here. Probably Meyer, because that's where we go all the time. So we took some down to our son in Texas. He was
Oh, boy.
thrilled. So.
Hmm. At the food thing, the food event on the 25th, they're gonna have little food or no?
We're good, yes, we're gonna get
So
some.
there'll be
For that Boston
better
cooler.
made potato chips, and now
Hmm?
Linda's putting in a bid for
Yeah.
Verner's. Fancy Verner.
And another thing that we went up to, what's the town? It's a Peaches. We got Peaches from up in Michigan, Romeo.
Mhm.
Wonderful. I mean, better
They're
than
beautiful.
peaches than I've ever had. I made peach cobbler.
Sounds good.
Oh,
So
boy.
You
That
made
should be
peach
on here
cobbler
too.
with the peaches?
yes, it was very
So you maybe need to go visit.
Wherever I am, there's a flower.
I don't know what the growing season is or how long that, they had a big festival and everything with peaches and all that.
Do they have it all the time in Rome?
Every year,
Mhm.
cause I've been to it before, but I don't know if you can still buy them now. I would think it was still time to buy
They're
peaches.
probably out of
I'm not
season
sure.
now.
Really already?
Well, my peaches, they just come and go.
Real
But
quick.
if you have
They're
different
so good.
trees, they come and go at different times,
Oh, okay.
so.
Yeah, cause he had me, there were hard and there were soft peaches. And I got the soft ones. That's my comment. For comments.
Well, thank you. Who wants to go next? It's gonna be short because we don't have very many of us here today.
Well, this summer, my 5-year-old was in summer camp and I was able to attend one of well, I met them. They came by the bus. I was able to come and observe doing their programming. The kids had such a good time. They were making jewelry, they were singing songs. They had a
Here?
really good time.
Here?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. Yeah.
Goody.
And they tried to encourage me to participate. I said, no, I'm just here to observe. So the kids really had a good time. We're gonna miss it because he's moved on to kindergarten.
My grandson's in kindergarten too.
Yeah.
A big step.
The big.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was just happy to be able to, make it out one day to see what they were doing here at the library.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really a benefit. I mean, it would be fun, I don't care who you are, to just come to the library. and
Yeah.
serve. But when you do serve on this board, and you talk about all these things and the stuff that Joy and Mary Jo talk about, it's fun to see it in action, just sitting around and
Yeah,
hearing.
they were singing too. They had a good time. It was nice.
The kids area is the very best place in the whole city. You got a good thing going there. Joy.
Other than hooking my grandkids on audiobooks,
Yeah, that sounds cool.
I wondered, are you still having, with the home games, have there been any home games where you're having your game night
We will be having our first game day program this Friday.
this Friday?
Mm-hmm. By the way, how has the traffic been
Yeah, usually.
over the last 2 weeks?
It's been fine.
Has
It's
it?
been fine, yeah.
Okay.
It was I think it was a little bit busier last week when they had the freshman and baby games last Thursday, but everybody was good,
So
so.
it's busier on game
They
day.
on every game days, yeah.
Got it.
Because a lot of the kids just wanna
They
stay around.
They wanna stick around for the game, and so if there's a home game, they come here for a while and then they go back to school then.
So these are things that we've learned since we've been in operation and the staff last year, over the last couple of years, have made a lot of adjustments over how things operate with the young people coming, and it's what we wanted was for young people to come. We just want to make sure that everything goes smoothly when they get here. So they
Working
figure,
with the schools.
yeah,
Yeah.
we
So
have.
it's been, so far so good.
Excellent.
Mhm.
I'll let you know next month, but yeah.
And then-
My daughter comes some days
Okay.
and I said, you better be on your best behavior.
Yeah.
I don't wanna get a report from this. You represent me.
Well, it is, you do get a different flavor in the library if you come that mid to late afternoon time as opposed to in the morning or
Yeah.
other times of the day.
I
But-
think there was a learning curve for the kids too, because I
Oh,
see
yeah.
them now better behaved than at the very beginning.
Sure.
Well, and
When
then,
they first were here and.
Boundaries have been put in place.
yeah, we've had to
That's a
sharpen
good thing.
our disciplinary.
You can't bring your outside food in here. You can't,
Right.
yell and.
Which I think was contributing
It's
to
not
that
party
being
land.
a little
Uh,
party atmosphere.
wild and crazy,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, well, we've learned a lot. The staff has done an excellent job. It's been a lot of work these girls have done to.
To make them feel welcome but there's boundaries. That was,
Exactly.
that was the thing, and they really do a good job of that, so.
Well, thank you very much. I didn't, lightning didn't strike. I didn't think of something. So now, next month's minutes are gonna say that the chair had nothing much. You know, I used to say so much and John would always interrupt.
Oh,
and
yeah.
say, it's time for us to adjourn, so. I don't know, somebody needs to tell your name.
Paul's not here.
What, that he should come to a meeting?
That he could even come to the end of the meeting, cause I can't think of anything to say.
I just saw him
Tell him.
yesterday, so I will.
Tell him I can't think of anything to say at the end of the meetings, except for everything's run well, the meeting has been a good one, and we got our business done. And Dan isn't even here to take John's job, so somebody else is gonna have to say
Madam Chair, I move that we adjourn this meeting.
a motion for
Proud
adjournment.
of you.
There's support,
I second.
support all the way around. This meeting is adjourned. 1 hour,
Very
what an effect.